Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that.
See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
Welcome to the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show from Bronco Nation News, as we get you set for the latest news, insight, and analysis as game time approaches. The BNN pregame show is presented by Lithia Ford of Boise. Check out LithiaFordBoise.com to view the full inventory of vehicles, or check them out at 8853 West Fairview in Boise. Today's broadcast is coming from the Cutwater Spirits Canned Cocktail Studios. Check out one of their more than 30 flavors of pre-mixed premium cocktails at your local gas station or grocery store. Now, let's head out and join BJ Rains for the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show from Bronco Nation News.
Hey, how we doing, Boise State fans? Welcome to ExtraMile Arena. We have made it. The flight from LA got us back in time, and we are here at ExtraMile Arena for Boise State basketball against Cal State Fullerton. We welcome you courtside here at ExtraMile Arena. I got my man Abe Jackson here. And Abe, 4 in a row, looking for 5. Also looking for a school record 20 straight home wins.
Yep.
Should be a fun day to ExtraMile Arena.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. You tied the 19-win home streak record on the last home game, and then going for their holding another record under the Coach Rice era, which just seems like that he's just everywhere with the teams that he's had over the last 14 years.
If you can't hear us for some reason, let me know. I literally was like plugging in wires as the intro was playing. We're here. We barely made it. But what do you make of this team right now? It's a Sunday afternoon. Probably not going to be the biggest crowd of all time, but you got a Cal State Fullerton team that you should win. You should probably be by double digits. And obviously this is the last game before that big Washington State test next week. What do you make of the matchup today?
Well, I think that the last 2 games that the Broncos had really did them some good, but you needed to get some guys rolling, especially at the guard play. Max is starting to knock down some shots. Roddy Anderson, I think, had his best 5 to 6 minute stretch that he's had all season long toward the end of that game. The coaches always talked about Roddy Anderson's quickness, and I don't really know if we've seen it until that game. He went from 0 to 100 in about 1 dribble a couple times from the three-point line, blew by the defenders, and then finished in the paint as well. So those last 2 games that they won by, I think, 39 and 41 points helped this team out, just kind of finding their footing offensively.
We talked about it last game, but the computer rankings, the way it's set up now is like a 40-point win is better than a 30-point win.
Sure.
This seems like another one of those wins where you're favored by like 12 and a half for the computer rankings. Those last 5-6 minutes of the game, if you can keep pushing, win by 20, 25. I mean, they went up 34 points in the net ranking when they won by 40 or whatever it was last game. I know it's the spirit of the game, all that kind of stuff, but another one of those games where if you have a chance to run it up a little bit, it would certainly help them in the computers.
Well, and the Broncos are going to need to do that. I mean, everyone knows they didn't have the start of the season that they wanted to, even though it was against a very, very tough schedule. So when you have the opportunity to jump in the rankings, you got to take advantage of that. And if that means you're up by 20 with 4 minutes left, maybe you try and press it a little bit. Maybe you try and run some more offense, or maybe you just run the clock, slow it down, and just keep that lead. So, there's a lot of things that go into raising up in the rankings, but getting a big win over the projected amount definitely helps.
Boise State obviously coming in on a 4-game winning streak. Got Washington State coming up, though. We talked about this 3-game stretch where, hey, the Broncos wanted to, focus on themselves, make some improvements, and do some things so they're ready for, conference play, and in particular this game against Washington State next Thursday. How do you feel about the last 2 games and kind of this game tonight in terms of Boise State kind of trying to figure some things out here moving forward?
I think they've done that, and what I've really liked, we already touched on the guard play, but what I've really liked is also the post play. It's been a long time since Boise State has had post players that, one, can pass as well as Stanley and Cam Martin, and 2, that can score at the hoop. I feel like Boise State has had 5 men who have really good moves, and then you get to the hoop, and it was like a 30% chance of a shot going in if there's anybody there to challenge it. These two guys, in Stanley and Martin, I feel make the right decisions. They can get to the hoop, and they can finish strong inside, especially Stanley. We haven't had a guy like Stanley who can really be that enforcer inside offensively. We've had some defensive guys, but offensively, where you just are a power move player with some quickness and can get to the hoop, and you're really good at finishing. That's something that's been lacking.
He's Abe Jackson. I'm BJ Rains. You're going to hear Abe and Bob in about 13 minutes over on KBOI, 670 a.m. with the pregame show. They got the game broadcast coming up just after 7 o'clock. We appreciate Abe, as he does every pregame, joining us here on Bronco Nation News. And, Abe, we talked about Max Rice the last couple of games. Last 2 games finally got going. I assume it was just, you put the first 7 games behind you, you keep this rolling, but how nice the last couple of games to see Max get going.
Well, it's needed. I mean, the Broncos have to have that. A lot of teams around the country have 2 scorers, but not a lot of teams around the country have 3 legit scorers who could give you 15 to 20 on any given night. Buzo, Degenhart, and Max needs to be that third guy. It'll open up so many more things. It'll open up things for the driving lane for Roddy and the other guards. It'll open up your post play where you can't go and double because you know that you have shooters around that 3-point line. So Max getting on a roll. I'm not saying he has to hit 3 to 4 threes a game, but maybe 1 to 2, get himself that 8 to 13 points a game. I think that's what they need. In the last 2 games was a big step forward, I think, in that direction.
So what else do you want to see in this game in particular? Again, Washington State coming up on Thursday, your next real big test, top 50 KenPom team. Obviously, the Broncos trying to keep things rolling, but in this game tonight, what do you want to see that makes you think, okay, Boise State is continuing to get better, continuing to move in the right direction?
Sure. I want to see a full game of rebounding. And they haven't put together a full game. You look at the stats in the last game, and they dominated the boards, just completely crushed them. But in the first half, they only had a 2-rebound margin. They gave up some offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds that they probably should have had in that first half against Northwestern State. You play a team like Washington State and you give up a bunch of offensive rebounds, you're not going to come away with a win. So I'd like to see a full game of rebounding, getting the boards on the defensive end especially. I feel like this team has given up more offensive rebounds than I can kind of remember in some past teams. And with the size and experience that they have, that really shouldn't be the case. But, they've gotten better at it. And just like you should, improve throughout the season.
Rebounding or turnovers? What's been the biggest surprise / concern for you?
Well, I think rebounding, because that is something that whenever you talk to Coach Rice about what are your keys to the game, it doesn't matter who they're playing. It is always, we need to rebound. We have to win the battle of the boards. So it's something that, if he drills it into us reporters when we ask the question, he's drilling it into his players every single time they're.
You're not a reporter, Abe. Come on. Come on, Abe.
Class, hard-hit reporter.
Come on, Abe.
DJ, I ask the tough questions.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Final thing, Abe. Your hard-hitting questions, your hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah.
What are the keys for a Boise State win tonight?
Well, I think the guard play needs to stay there. I don't want to see another dip in the guard play. You've had 2 really good games, so keep that going. And then I want to say rebounding as well. You're playing against a Fullerton team who doesn't have a lot of size. They're about 6'4" to 6'7" across the board, so you should be able to dominate on the glass. It just comes down to technique and effort when it comes to the boards.
Hey, we'll be listening in about 10 minutes. You and Bob over there on 6. Bob came back on the charter last night. He's ready to go.
He's ready to roll.
And it's a Sunday matinee here at ExtraMile Arena. Appreciate you as always, man.
All right. Thanks, BJ.
There he is, Abe Jackson. Again, you can hear him and Bob Beeler coming up on 670 KBOI. Cal State Fullerton comes in at 6-4 on the season. They're number 189 at KenPom. You see Boise State on the court warming up there again. Lithia Ford of Boise. Check them out, LithiaFordBoise.com for all your needs. You looking for a new vehicle? Check them out, LithiaFordBoise.com, the sponsor of our pregame show. Here we are in the Cutwater Mobile Studios. More than 30 flavors of pre-mixed premium cocktails. Check them out at your local gas station or grocery store. We are literally off the flight, came straight here from the airport, got on the air barely enough time to get Bob going before the show. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for checking us out. We had the football game last night in L.A., and we're back here in Boise for the basketball game, Boise State and Cal State. Fullerton, Derek Morales chiming in, got 72-58. Cal State Fullerton better than their record, could make BSU sweat a little bit in the first half. Sleepy Sunday crowd. I know that point spread is 12.5 or so. And again, we talk about these games, but it does matter, Derek. The point spread does matter in these games. KenPom projects an 11-point victory. Last time I said I want 30 for Boise State. Tonight I want 20. You got 73-62. Boise State projected to win this game by 11 points. If you're Boise State, you got to take advantage of this game. 20 points. Win by 20, and that's a successful game for Boise State. But again, Cal State Fullerton has won 4 games in a row. They're coming off a win last Saturday against Sacramento State. They've beaten Pepperdine, North Dakota, Southern Miss, and La Sierra as well. They did lose by 26 in their season opener against San Diego State. They lost to UCF, Cornell, and Nebraska on the road as well. So, again, this is a game for Boise State where, hey, you want to continue to get better. You obviously have the Washington State game coming up next week. This is certainly a game Boise State wants to win, needs to win, should win. But it's not just about how you play. It's about the final score. It's about how good do you feel about things and how are you feeling about Boise State moving forward in terms of just the confidence level. You see Max Rice out there. How is Max Rice going to respond? You got our man Max Teams. Max, how we feeling about the how we feeling about the game tonight, Max? We got Max over here. I'm gonna aim the kid. How we feeling, man?
Tough one tonight. We're gonna come out fighting. It's gonna be the tougher team.
Tougher team. All right, there it is. You heard it from Max Teams, graduate assistant for the Broncos. Always appreciate him coming on. The tougher team tonight is going to get the win. You heard him say it right there. So you see Boise State warming up on the court behind us. Get your score predictions in. Get your comments, your questions in. Again, we came literally straight from the Boise airport. We flew out early this morning from the Burbank airport. Had a quick layover in Sacramento. And here we are in Boise, Idaho for Boise State basketball. The Broncos, Cal State Fullerton continuing the non-conference portion of Boise State's schedule. So I haven't heard from any of you yet, so I assume you can hear me okay. If you couldn't hear me, I assume I would have heard you from now. But you got John Mallory here. That's a big, it's a big Sunday game when John Mallory makes an appearance. Believe Jay Tuss going to be in the crowd as well. Any injuries, Quentin says. No, don't believe so. Looks like everybody is out there warming up. Should be good on the injury front. Also a friend of Abe Jackson, Manitou Park, before we played pickleball. Abe Jackson, I don't know if people realize this, is a heck of a pickleball player. One of the top pickleball players in the Boise area, Abe Jackson. So next time we have him on, we may have to ask him about his pickleball prowess and what he's doing on the pickleball field, or pickleball court, I should say. But Tom's got 72 to 50 or 65. Again, the spread is like 12. Chad's in section 55. Where's 55? Chad, I see you up there, man. What's going on, dude? Give me the wave or something. Come on, man. I see you up there. Give me the wave. You said you're watching in section 55. I see you in the front row right there. Come on, Chad. Give me the I know there's a little bit of a delay, but let's go. Give me the wave or something. All right. Appreciate you, Chad. Again, Boise State basketball getting set for Cal State Fullerton, having some fun here. You see the Broncos warming up out there at ExtraMile Arena. We'll see what kind of crowd we get here on a Sunday afternoon. A matinee for the Boise State men's basketball team. And again, you're favored by 11. This is a game you probably should. Oh, Chad's back getting a beer. Hey, bring me one. Bring me one, Chad, down here courtside. No, I'm kidding. I wish you could, but no. Chad's back getting a beer. I wish I was Chad. I'm jealous right now. But we got our man John Anderson here. We got crowd filing in. We got Bronco Chief in the house. We appreciate everybody for checking us out here, BroncoNationNews.com. We got Bob Schuler, the old catcher from the 1980 Boise State baseball team. Schuler! There he is. We appreciate Robert Schuler for checking us out here, one of the top catchers on the Boise State baseball. Oh, he's coming over for a second. He's going to come over here and say hello. We appreciate everybody for checking us out. And again, we got 33 minutes on the clock. John, how you feeling about the game today?
I think we get after him.
Get after him. 20-point win?
I think so.
All right, John says 20-point win. Who's the player of the game today?
Tyson Degenhardt.
He's going Tyson. Robbie says you want a hot dog or a drink. No, when we get off the show, I'm going to go get my own lunch, Robbie. No, not necessary. I appreciate you, but we did just fly in from Sacramento. Haven't had a chance to get lunch, but I appreciate you, Robbie. No, not necessary. We don't need you to do that. Holly says, got my Cutwater Peppermint White Russian ready to watch the boys slay this game. Hey, appreciate you, Holly. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for supporting the sponsors. Cutwater Spirits, again, more than 30 flavors, premix, premium cocktails. And again, yes, very smart. Go with the sponsors. Go with Cutwater. You will not be disappointed there Holly, and appreciate you for checking out the sponsors. Let's take a quick 90-second timeout. We're waiting for the Broncos to retake the court. Don't go anywhere. Get your score predictions in. Get your player of the game predictions in there in the ICCU YouTube chat. Having fun. ExtraMile Arena. We're back in Boise from the bowl game. Ready for Boise State basketball. We're back in 90 seconds. Don't go anywhere here on Bronco Nation News. All Bronco Nation News broadcasts come from the Cutwater Spirits Canned Cocktail Studios. Check out one of their more than 30 flavors of premix premium cocktails at your local gas station or grocery store. Cutwater Spirits, perfect for your next game day tailgate party. Our title sponsor is rowpaint.com. For all your commercial, industrial, residential painting needs, check out rowpaint.com. Don't forget about their concrete coatings. Transform that ugly concrete slab on your back patio in your garage in just one day. Contact rowpaint.com for a free estimate today. The official paint and coatings company of Boise State Athletics, and our title sponsor at Bronco Nation News is rowpaint.com. Idaho Central Credit Union's been helping members achieve financial success for more than 80 years. There's an ICCU branch on almost every corner, but the closest is in your pocket with free eBranch mobile and online banking. See why more than 500,000 members love ICCU and join 1 in 4 Idahoans by making the switch today at ICCU.com. Since 1984, Ridley's Family Markets has prided itself on being a hometown food and drug store that employed value members of the local community. Ridley's Family Markets has 13 locations in the state of Idaho and many more in the surrounding states. Download the new Ridley's app to your smartphone. Get savings up to 40% off at the checkout line and find a location near you at shopridleys.com. Former Bronco Matt Bauscher is once again the number 1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. No home is too big or too small for Matt and his team. Let them fulfill all your real estate needs at BauscherRealEstate.com. Back here live at ExtraMile Arena, the crowd filing in, waiting for Boise State to retake the court. You got Boise State and Cal State Fullerton. Again, Cal State Fullerton comes in at 189 at Ken Palm. They're 6-4 on the season. They've won 4 games in a row against North Dakota, Stanton, Pepperdine, and Sacramento State. And again, the projected score from Ken Palm in this matchup is Boise State 73, Cal State Fullerton 62. So Boise State, an 11-point favorite in this game. The Broncos come in at number 78 at Ken Palm. And again, I know you just want to win the game, but this would certainly be a game you're projected to win by 11. If Boise State could find a way to win this game by 20-plus points, it would certainly be huge for the computer numbers. Boise State on Thursday is going up to Spokane to face Washington State. They got Utah Valley coming up the following week after Christmas, and then you start conference play right away at San Jose State on January 5th. So this is kind of your last gimme game, so to speak. And again, you're projected to win by 11 at Ken Palm. If you're able to win the game by 20-plus, it would certainly be a big Ken Palm number and certainly would help the Broncos out moving forward. Let's see here. Quentin's got his pina colada Cutwater. I like it. Quentin, thank you so much. Go support the sponsors. Cutwater Spirits, more than 30 flavors of pre-mixed premium cocktails. And again, find one at your local gas station or grocery store. We appreciate you, Quentin, for checking out the pina colada and highly recommend all the different flavors of Cutwater Spirits. The Long Island, the Mai Tai, a lot of different flavors there. So Robbie's going Tyson Degenhart for his player of the game. We appreciate that, Robbie, for chiming in. Quentin says Kansas is playing Yale next week. Yes, they are. So appreciate you guys for checking us out. We're waiting for Boise State to take the floor. That should be coming up here shortly. Let's go ahead and take our last commercial break. 90-second commercial break. We'll get that out of the way. And then Boise State hopefully will be on the floor for warm-ups. We'll show that to you as the crowd continues to file in next. Don't go anywhere. Boise State basketball, Cal State Fullerton. Big one here at ExtraMile Arena on a Sunday afternoon. We're back in 90 seconds on Bronco Nation News. Bronco Nation News is sponsored by Tommy Alquist and Ball Ventures Alquist, Idaho's premier commercial real estate development company. BVA projects specialize in office, retail, flex, medical, and industrial spaces located at some of the most strategic and visible locations in the valley. Need a developer? Looking for new space? Think BVA. At BVA, we are Idaho's developer. The Nicolason family and SON management have proudly been operating Taco Bell restaurants in and around the Treasure Valley since 1969. One of the first to make a 7-figure donation to the Lyle Smith Society, they've also stepped up their support of Boise State athletics with the Taco Bell men's and women's basketball endowed scholarships. The Nicolason family and SON management have committed at least $310,000 by 2026. Get more information on their financial support of Boise State athletics and find information on applying to work at Taco Bell at TacoBellWorks.com. Lithia Ford of Boise is a proud supporter of Boise State athletics and the official car and truck of the Broncos. Lithia Ford of Boise supports Bronco student athletes through NIL deals, including providing Ford vehicles to Taylon Green and Riley Smith from the football team and Paige Barsh from the volleyball team. Rain's family purchased our F-150 from Lithia Ford. Couldn't be happier with the purchase. Check out the all-electric F-150 Lightning or the electric Mustang Mach-E at Lithia Ford, and make sure to check out their full inventory of vehicles at LithiaFordBoise.com. The Blue and Orange Store is the perfect spot to get all your gear for your next Bronco game. The Blue and Orange Store has official Nike apparel, including jerseys, shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, and more. Wear what the Broncos wear and get it at the Blue and Orange Store, the second floor of the Boise Town Square Mall, or get free shipping on a $40 order online at theblueandorangestore.com.
Hey, shout out Chad. He's walking up the stands right there wearing the Mariners coat. Chad just brought me a Diet Coke. Chad, appreciate you. I hope he's still listening right now. That was very nice. Chad, avid listener, subscriber, he's drinking the Western Collective Golden Ale. I wish that was me, but he did leave me a Diet Coke. Appreciate that. By the way, John Mallory, just so you guys know, refused to come on the pregame show, so you can he's over here watching his NFL football. There he is. Asked him to come on for a couple of minutes, and he said, bleep no. So just keep that in mind, folks. John Mallory would rather watch the Saints and the Giants than come on the pregame show for Boise State and Cal State Fullerton. So appreciate you guys for checking out. Here come the Broncos. Boise State back on the floor. You hear the roar of the crowd here at ExtraMile Arena. Nice crowd filing in. Boise State on the court getting ready to face Cal State Fullerton. Again, the Broncos looking to try to win a fifth straight in a row, and they're going to set some history today if they win this game, folks. The Broncos are looking for their 20th consecutive home victory, and that would set a new program record. 19 is the current record. They're tied with it. If Boise State can win this game, 20 straight home wins would would set a new program record. 20 consecutive wins at ExtraMile Arena. Didn't lose a game last year. 20 straight wins. We got fans shouting out Johnny Ball Game. Everybody knows Johnny. He came here on a Sunday. Atkinson's Mirror and Glass. We appreciate them for stopping by. Always fun. You never know who you're going to see when you walk by here at ExtraMile Arena. But 25 minutes on the clock. And again, Boise State, they're looking for their fifth straight win. They're also looking for that record 20th straight victory overall. Perry says Johnny is lame. Chad says Johnny certainly does not deserve a Diet Coke. We appreciate that, Chad. How is the corner media spot working out this season? Love the full court view here. It's going all right. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't mind the corner media seat here in the corner. It's not terrible, not great. Perry says lost the first game last year at home. That's right, South Dakota State. So lost the first game last year at home. Have not lost since. Perry, thank you for I'm on about 3 hours of sleep, Perry. So thank you for they keep calling for Johnny. Can we get one comment from John on this game? I won't even put you on camera, Johnny. Come on. I won't even put you on camera. Give us one thought on this game today. Come on.
Welcome to the Buzo Hour, led by Chabuzo Abo. I think Buzo's going to be tremendous. I think he's going to continue to ascend this season as one of the better players in this league. And the pesky Big West, BJ, you know, the pesky Big West. They'll have some dudes. They always do. I don't know anything about Fullerton, which is kind of why I didn't want to hop on.
Well, I'm glad you did your prep work here tonight.
Do they have any down like transfer downs from big time schools?
Their tallest players like 6'8".
Okay. Yeah.
Athletic team, not a lot of big guys, but they come in middle of the pack at Ken Palm. They're projected upper third of the what are they? Big West.
They're the Big West.
Upper third.
Upper level Big West team.
Yeah, they're upper third projected preseason.
Fullerton will go to 2 or 3 NCAA tournaments a decade. You know, they'll win the Big West tournament. They're an upper echelon Big West school. But yeah, I think Buzo's going to be too much to handle today. Max and T. Daggy doing their thing. Obviously, you guys are watching the little warm-up show-off contest. But,
does Sam Winter get in this game today? Is that the goal today? Get Sam Winter into this game?
Yeah, the Broncos are undefeated when Sam Winters plays, I believe.
Is that a Jay Tuss stat?
No, I'm just kidding. But I mean,
they are.
Unless they're getting beat by 40, and that doesn't happen very often in the Leon era. But most of the times, yeah, when Sam Winter gets in the game, great dude, by the way. I love Sammy. He's a cool kid. But
has Max Rice given you the salute up here in the corner yet?
No, he hasn't. I'm looking right here.
There he is. He's trying to get his attention.
He sees me, but he's not
the other
looking,
way.
man.
Where's he at? He's looking the other way.
Us, man.
No, he didn't.
Smiled.
I don't think he did.
He did, BJ,
Hold on.
but he didn't want to give us the attention.
He's going to turn. He's going to turn. Give him the hot. Come on, Max. Give him. Come on, Max.
He's posing
Give
for
him
pictures.
he's posing for kids. He's giving
BJ,
him the high
he sees
five.
us. He's just.
He didn't want nothing to do with John Mallory here. Come on, man.
Drains the three.
What if
Max.
in game? What if in game? Oh, he's giving fans fives there. What if in game he hit a corner three and turned around and gave you the? He's waiting for in game.
I'd laugh my ass off. He would never do that. Not that I would expect.
Why not,
it.
man? Look at
That'd be
Buzo
cool.
giving the fans some five here. There's Omar Stanley.
Hey, BJ.
Yes, sir.
Is Buzo an NBA guy?
You tell me, man. I think he has to be. Jordan Morales, by the way, says Sam Winter is going to get 4 points today. Not 2, 4.
Over under minutes for Kobe today, 9.5.
Oh, I was going to go 2.5.
Well, I mean, if Sam Winter is playing, that means that Kobe Young's probably getting 10 minutes.
Okay. They're saying, hell yes, Buzo's an NBA guy on the chat. What do you?
He's got the body. He has the versatility. He has the athleticism. I think he has
Max,
the head.
let's get a shout out for John Mallory here. Come
BJ,
on.
leave Max alone.
Well, you're
man.
the one waving your arm trying to get his attention here.
Yeah, but I wasn't screaming at him. I'm going to tell Leon.
This guy's over here getting selfies with Max Rice on the court.
So, BJ, today it's Boise State is going for its 20th consecutive home victory, which would become the program record.
Yep, they're tied right now with 19. Is that a big deal? 20 straight home wins?
Absolutely. That's something you hang your hat on. That's something that the fans can feel responsible for, right? If you're a diehard fan and you're coming to most of these games, you'll say, yeah, we did our part on most occasions. So those are cool things for teams and fans to kind of share together. And let's see if it goes. See how long they can keep it going. I can't imagine it's going to go much longer. So set the new program record because there's some big-time teams coming in, especially, obviously, when conference begins. Man.
Got Utah Valley to wrap up conference play, and then Colorado State, man. Ranked Colorado State is the next home game after Utah Valley.
I love the Boise State, Colorado State back and forth in men's college basketball. It's fun. Leon.
You a Nico Medved fan?
He does a good job, but just the whole Colorado State basketball culture, their fans, and how they rub the wrong way versus Boise State. I enjoy the commentary back and forth. Usually it's on a BNN tweet or something, but the Morales brothers versus the CSU version of the Morales brothers, and they're going back and forth, man. I love it, dude. Yeah. Colorado State's a nice villain, and vice versa. Boise State is for them.
Boise State going with the retro look on the shorts tonight. What do you think of the retro logo?
Sweet, man. I mean, Boise State, that might be my favorite logo.
Jordan says hashtag Ram Tears, man.
Yeah, Colorado
They're
State.
over there watching right now. There's the Morales brothers. I think we're over there in section 12. Big fans. We appreciate you guys for checking us out. Johnny, before we let you go, give us a non-starter that is going to have a big game tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
You going Keene, Meadow? Where are you going?
Yeah, I was going to go
Whiting,
Omar.
James Whiting,
I'm going Omar
okay.
or Cam.
Omar's starting.
So I'm going Cam Martin.
All right.
Cam Martin has just a silky smooth 9 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers. Yeah, we'll see.
Blake says Johnny is trying to cause malice at the pavilion. You trying to create something?
Doing what?
The selfie with Max Rice will be worth something in a couple years, Perry says.
Dude, Kate Rice is taking pictures with kids right here. This team is fan-friendly, dude.
There's Keene. There's all these guys. Look, I've never seen this right before the game. These guys
I know, that's pretty cool, man.
There's Cade. There's Mostilla. We got a not a bad officiating crew here. DG Nelson coming in. We got Scott Berry. It's a Sunday. Not a lot of games, Johnny, and the rest need a check.
So you get higher-level referees.
Usually you do on a Sunday.
And you have an airport 10 minutes from the arena.
I know that.
The two quickest things.
Just came in here today. Any final thoughts, Johnny? This is an unscheduled, unpaid uncontracted appearance from John Mallory, so we appreciate him for coming on. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. I think Boise State, another kind of get-right game as they continue to win and get ready for conference play, BJ. Just kind of dot their I's, cross their T's. Nothing crazy, but sure, I expect them to play well. I don't know. I don't really have much on this thing. I'm kind of here just to okay. Whoa.
Hey, can I say something? This dude got to fly on the team charter last night. That's how big time Jay Tuss is.
They flew him on the charter?
Jay Tuss got to come back on the charter last night.
What?
They knew he had the basketball game today. They wanted him to get a good night's sleep. This guy got to come back on the team charter last night.
Man, that's
Is that
cool.
big time?
I love flying on team charters.
You've done that, right?
I've done a few of them. They're great.
Any football charters?
Yes.
Idaho?
Yes. I went with the Vandals. We played San Diego State one year, so I did that trip. Idaho, San Diego State.
Is there food on the plane? Give us the lowdown. Come on.
Well, there was like a subway, right? Because you don't go into the gate when you charter. They just fly you to the runway. You get off the bus, and they have their makeshift TSS right there.
TSA.
And then right when you get through that, there's like a Subway counter. You want turkey, you want roast beef, and you pick your Subway. You sit down on your seat, and this is like 15 years ago. And then you have the TV right in front of you. And I watched like ESPN the whole way down. Charters are nice, man.
Jay Tuss rides on the team charter, comes walking in 15 minutes before tip for his broadcast.
Oh, he's doing TV today?
It must be nice to be Jay Tuss, man.
I didn't know Tuss was doing TV today. Cool. Yeah. I like that they're doing that on Channel 7.
Charter is a bigger time than the PJ from Circa. What do you think? What's a bigger deal? Getting the limo from Circa or riding back on the
probably the charter. Tuss is a bigger deal. I mean, that's a cool experience. It would have been better had they won.
Shout out KTVB, man. They're the official station for Bronco Nation.
I love it, man.
So
I love that
they
there's
had a
that
couple
local
extra
coverage.
seats on the charter. Jay Tuss, Brady Frederick gets a ride back last night. Us schlums had to wake up at 4 a.m. to fly back from Burbank Airport and connect in Sacramento. But we're here. Johnny, any football updates over there? Tennessee, Tide?
Yeah, the Oilers.
Hey, we got Joey Jenkins wants to come on, man.
Yeah.
Get Joey Jenkins' thoughts here.
Hop on in here.
Yes, we would love to have Joey Jenkins. What do we got here, Joey?
Look at it's ugly sweater, but I don't see you in an ugly sweater. I don't see BJ in an ugly sweater, but should be a good one today. I've just always wanted to join this. I just love you guys. I've always wanted to be on it. So,
hey, what does John Mallory mean to you in terms of your radio career?
The reason, so if you hate me and you hate me in Boise and you hate that, blame him. He's the reason I got to Boise in the first place. So thank you for that.
First comment says, is that Lauren's husband? So
that's the number one question I get asked when doing these games. They go, why doesn't Lauren do them? I'm like, well, so. But
where is Lauren at? Where's the kiddos at?
I think she's bringing the kids. We got our tickets over there, so we'll see. But you know what it's like having 2 kids. It's nuts. So
we were just talking about Jay Tuss. Got to fly on the charter last night.
So Jay
comes back, big time, big deal.
So this is what's crazy. So I saw, John Anderson. He's talking to me. He goes, I heard Jay flew back on the charter. I go, so I go, that's crazy. So I see Jay walk by. I go, Jay, I heard you on the charter. He goes, who told you? I said, John Anderson. He goes, how does he know? I said, I imagine like Spencer Danielson just texted him afterwards or something. I don't know. So
not only does Jay on the charter, he rolls in 15 minutes before tip and just sits down. And he's ready to go.
Here's the other thing too. His interview or his question with Chip Kelly. I opened my ESPN app. There it is. It's everything.
Dude, it's like 3 million views. Have you seen this?
It's great.
Jay posted. Chip Kelly talked about the NIL transfer portal. What needs to happen in college basketball, and he posted it. And he put Jay's Sports Bar in the corner. He branded it.
Yep.
And then now, like everybody and their brother were retweeting it. It's got like 3 million views on Twitter.
I woke up this morning, checked my ESPN app. It was the third headline. I clicked it was the third main headline. It says
No
Chip
way.
Kelly. Yes.
No.
Third headline on my ESPN app says Chip Kelly says the NIL. I go, I bet it's Jay's clip. They kept Jay's question in there. So I'm surprised he talked to me now that he's on the ESPN app.
I hope he was first class on that charter last night.
Yeah.
Put Spencer back in the back.
I just want to
Jay
know
needs to be
if
in the
Blitz
front.
was
Let's
on
go.
the same plane. All right, love you guys.
There he is, Lauren's husband, Joey Jenkins.
Hardest working man in show business.
He'll be firing up the crowd here shortly. We appreciate it. Johnny, any final thoughts, man?
No, enjoy it. Appreciate you having me on. and let's see how they play today.
All right, Boise State basketball, we appreciate Johnny for coming on. We got to get out of here. They're about to do the national anthem. Big game coming up, Boise State and Cal State Fullerton. Again, the KenPom number is 11. So anything over 11 is going to help the numbers. Anything under 11 hurts the numbers. Let's go 20 points tonight. If Boise State can find a way to win this by 20, it'd be a really solid win for the Broncos moving forward. So some comments on Joey's sweater. Go listen to Abe and Bob on 670 KBOI. Go watch Jay Tuss, fresh off the team charter, over there on the Mountain West Network. I think Brian King is over there, Leonard Berry as well. Another three-man booth tonight. We can't get Jay in a two-man booth. It's got to be a three-man booth. Cody Gogler is back from three-man booth, Johnny. Three-man booth.
I'm going to go tell Tuss right now that I heard that John Anderson told me that he flew back on
Don't tell him I did. Just say John Anderson.
Say John Anderson.
Yes,
yeah.
Please do. Please do. Don't tell him that I did. We appreciate you guys. Have a great afternoon. Tip-off coming in 12 minutes at Boise State, Cal State, Fullerton. There goes John Mallory to go give some crap to Jay Tuss. Post-game show. We'll be back on the post-game show. Lithia Ford Boise post-game show. Full comments. Jordan says BJ on 3 hours of sleep is a lot of fun. Not going to lie. Yeah, we're having fun. Awesome time here at ExtraMile Arena. After the game, we'll do some interviews. We'll be back on the post-game show. Full reaction, full interviews, full coverage on the post-game show. Join us about 30 minutes after the game here on Bronco Nation News. So have a great day. They're doing the national anthem. We got to roll. Talk to you soon, guys. Lithia Ford Boise pregame show. We'll talk to you after the game. Bronco Nation News Live, Bronco Nation News.